Hello, YouTube. I come on here today because I want to talk about what President Obama and the administration is doing uh, with our Constitution. Uh, I really don't want to fight the gay rights fight. I don't want to argue with gays about their right to be married or not. Uh, in my personal opinion, personal freedom is the most important thing in this country, and if you want to participate in that, that's your prerogative. That's your life, and you get to live the way you want. But Obama has said that he has chosen not to defend that law anymore with the Department of Justice. Now, I have questions on whether the legality of not defending one part of the Constitution and then attacking other parts like freedom of speech, freedom to bear arms, uh, freedom against illegal search and seizure. We all get searched at the airport every time, so we have to submit to a search just to travel. Is that freedom of travel? Is that freedom of assembly? You need a permit to go to the park and have a protest. If not, they come in, they whack you in the head and haul you off in vans. I think we really have to look at the Constitution and what our rights are, and then I think the public needs to decide. Do you want to live by the great Constitution, the greatest document that's ever been written besides the Bible? Or are you so scared and such a panty waste and terrorized because there's bad people in the world that you want to give up your beautiful, wonderful Constitution and huddle down in your homes and let big nanny government take care of you and your children? Do you want to hunker down and be enslaved by the monetary system, by the government system, by the tax system? Think about it. 36% of your wages are taken away from you and distributed across the country to companies you might not agree with that make weapons of destruction, or to people that don't feel they need to feed themselves, that it's your obligation to feed them, or to people that snuck across the border into this country and is now sneaking into your wallet. Illegal alien has nothing to do with race. It has to do with crossing the border illegally. But I want Americans to think about it. It seems to me there are many Americans that want to give away their rights given to them by the Constitution. Or there's a large group of people that want to take away your rights of the Constitution because they don't think you're intelligent enough to think for yourself. They don't think that you should be able to own guns because you're just not as smart as them, and they worry about you having such a lethal weapon. The truth of that is it's the government that fears your guns. Look at Egypt. Look at Tunisia. Look at Libya. If those folks were Americans and had firearms in each neighborhood, those riots would last one day and the government would be taken over. The government fears this just as much as the liberals feared this. Oh my God, people will be free. Oh my God, they get to do what they want. That's terrible. We need to be controlled by nanny government. We can't support ourselves. We can't feed ourselves. That's what it seems the message I'm getting from the liberal left. Oh, it's fine. We have to fight for gay rights. We have to fight for minority rights. We have to fight, and we have to impose these laws upon the majority because they won't adopt them for some reason. They don't think like we do, and we have to force them to. Their opinions don't count, ours do. That's what I'm hearing from liberal Congress, and to be honest, from Republicans too. Congress, period, just dictates to us, and now we've got a president, through presidential orders, through czars, who's circumventing the people's will and the people's vote. He doesn't want to uphold the law and the Constitution. He wants to take away constitutional rights. He wants to shut down the internet. Are you seeing this? Do you see what I see? I just want to be free. I don't want to be against anyone. I want to be for the American public. I am all for your freedom to think freely, just as my freedom to think freely, and to give my opinions and try to convince my fellow man that we need our freedoms. We need our firearms. We need our communities to be free. We need to quit brainwashing the youth of this country and telling them that government is an integral part of their life. It's not. We survived for years without the government telling us we have to wear a helmet, not to smoke, don't eat sugar. We've survived for years, generations without this nanny state. Think about it, America. Be free. All I want is my freedoms to not be infringed. All I want is my opinions to be mine and your opinions not to be forced upon me. I do not want a liberal agenda forced upon me that I have to pay for. I don't care what you do in your neighborhood. I don't care what you do in your state. Do what you feel is right for your people, but do not tread on me. Do not oppress me and take my money to pay for your social engineering that hasn't worked, that isn't working, and we're in more of a terrible spot now in this country than we ever have been. So wake up, America. Leave me alone. Leave my wallet alone. Stay out of my household. Stay out of my school. Stay out of my religion. Keep to your own business. Run yourself. Quit trying to run me. Government needs to be cut in size and reshaped for the American people. It has become a monstrosity. We cannot control it. And now we have people in power that flaunt the power in our face and do what they feel is best for us against our own will. The United States is about your will being done by you, not a small amount of people's will in the country imposed upon the masses, imposed upon the majority. Now, if you disagree, put up a video response. If you disagree, then you tell me how it should go. I tell you, there's nothing better than freedom, and don't let it slip through our fingers. We are slowly letting the government lock us down. I refuse to live in fear. I will not be locked down. I will take my chances with the terrorists. We don't need TSA. We don't need BTAF. We don't need the CIA. We don't need controls in this country on our freedoms. We're not having massive problems. All these controls are being implemented because of these 12 or 13 terrorists, these people who decided to do harm to the United States. Well, what we do here is when we're threatened or attacked, we take up arms and we fight the enemy. When the enemy shows his face on these shores, we shall fight the enemy. We don't need a giant military-industrial complex to rule us all just in case one sad sack bomber slips through and blows up a small bomb, a dirty bomb. We don't need the government's control and troops in our streets. We, America, protect ourselves and our streets.